What's up, guys? I'm Chris, and today you're watching a magic review on Classico Season 2 by TCC. Welcome to the channel and thanks for tuning in. If you haven't, please consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you don't miss a video or a review. Also, don't forget to join the Chris Edwards Magic Secret Access group over on Facebook, and if you have any questions or comments, just put them in the comment section below. Alright, so today we're looking at the Classico Season 2 collection that is available as of this weekend on Kickstarter. So this is going to be a bit of a different review. I may still review each one of these individually, but I think for the most part, I can kind of answer all the questions in one review, summing everything up together. So Classico is a sub-brand of TCC Magic. They take some of the classic plots of Magic and redesign them and put some different presentation styles on them. Also include a bunch of really great routines. So first off, we are going to look at the OnOff box. We'll start with this one. Now this one, if you are familiar with the Time box by TCC, this is basically the same prop. Now there is a little bit of a difference. It has been updated, so the gimmick is a little bit stronger, and it's made of a different type of wood. It's a darker color, but it works the same. So, you can do a number of things with this. One of the main things that I do tend to be like a torn and restored. So if we take a card here, let's do this quickly. All right. So you'd have your pieces in here. You would do your presentation explaining that whatever you want, things can go back in time, to which, I forgot this last piece. And then you would show that the card is actually restored. The missing piece can appear in some impossible location, to which you can show that the piece matches and the card is otherwise restored. Now, just a very quick demo, but anyway, it's very well made. The gimmick is very secure. I'll go over each one, show you kind of a close-up on everything. So you got some black felt on the top there. Now these are all made out of Cambodian rosewood in an ebony color. So very, very high quality. Next we have let's go with the Hearken dice, which is essentially a color vision type of box. So your spectator would take the dice. There are two different colors. There is what they call ebony, and there is what they call bloodwood. Just the different colors, but they are both made out of Cambodian rosewood again. So here's a close-up of the dice. They are quite large. So in short, you would be holding this behind your back. They would put the dice in and close up the lid. Now when it's behind you, you would kind of give it a shake to show that the dice are in there, right? To when you bring it out. Right now I can see exactly what the dice are, and what's great about this, unlike some of the other smaller versions of this, like the color vision box, the move can be achieved with one hand very easily because of the way this is designed. So I'm going to just bring it back out as I would. But a couple good things about this is that the plot is the same as the color vision box, so you could just perform a mentalism routine where you divine the face-up dice at through mind reading. But you can also use this to do like a card at any number. So what you would do there is, say they put say they put a 6 and a 4 in. You could add those together, it'd be the 10th position. If they did like 4 and a 3, you could do 43, so the 43rd position. So you could do your card routine, you could have them select a card, and then you could control that card to the position because you know what the value is of the dice, even though you shouldn't. So you could divine the dice, throw some mentalism in there, and then you could also deal down that number of cards to their selected card. So there are a few routines that come with this. I guess I'll give you a close-up of the box here as well. So the design of this box allows you to do the move very, very easily with one hand. So again, very well made. Next, we have the Immortal glass, which is my favorite. So you can do a number of different routines with this. Right? Essentially, you can show that do penetrations, right? You can make one travel to the other, putting that in there, showing that this is empty, and then show that it's gone from this one, and now it's in that one. So all sorts of different things that you can do with this. I haven't spent a lot of time to really be able to demo these things properly. I wanted to get something out there while the Kickstarter is early. But there are some really great routines with this. There's one that uses 8 coins, and the coins invisibly travel from one glass to the other. You can also treat this like a chop cup. You can have it penetrate, have the glass upside down to which the coin penetrates through. There's also a concave inlay here that perfectly fits a $50. Now, what's great about these is that they don't use magnets, so you can use any coin. Well, it's designed to be used with a $50 or something the same size as a $50, but unlike a chop cup, you don't need a gimmicked coin, and you can do all of those things. Lots of nice transpositions and things like that. Now, because of the way that this is designed, if you are familiar with the Okido box, but a different variation of that, this uses the same principle. What they've done, though, is they have improved the gimmick or design by only making it half of the circumference of the glass. So basically, if you tip it one way, your coin will come out. If you tip it another, it will not. So that allows you to do things with this that you couldn't do with your standard box or gimmick that works the same way on the same principle. So this again is made out of Cambodian rosewood. It's very, very well made. Can't really see in there, but there's not a whole lot to see in there. These can be examined. I think let's kind of go to the standard questions. So what's the quality? I can answer that in one shot with everything because the quality is perfect. Like everything is extremely well designed and well made. I know I'm saying well made a lot in this review, but it's true. Difficulty level, everything is extremely easy to use because of its design, whether it's the OnOff box, the Hearken dice, or the Immortal glass. Obviously, I haven't had a lot of time to practice and really handle these a lot, but just kind of displaying a couple of the things that it can do, it shows that it doesn't take a lot to be able to use that. So with that, the difficulty level on everything, very simple. Even the routines that are included, nothing is overly advanced. Now, obviously, if you want to throw in some decent sleight of hand, you can do some extremely visual and impossible things with these, but they are basically self-working, so you don't need to know a lot of sleight of hand, if any, to do some of the routines that are included with these guys. Angles. So with this, there are no angle restrictions. With this, there are. You don't want anybody behind you, right? Because you are going to be seeing something from the back. And with these, again, no angle restrictions. So angles on everything is really good. With this one, I mean, it's to be expected. It works the same as the color vision box. So anybody who uses that knows that, obviously the angle from directly behind you is not good, but from the sides, it's perfect. From the front, it's perfect. So angles are as good as they can be. Setup and reset, there's no setup or reset to anything other than this, but basically whatever you want to restore or have displayed in the end, you just put that in there ahead of time. Reset is immediate. I wouldn't say there's any setup or reset with the other two. There are no arts and crafts. Can this be examined? So all of this stuff before and after can be examined. Because of the way that this is designed, I would say that this can be examined, right? Because they don't know how it works. So it is locking, right? And then you also have magnets to kind of even just hold the top on, right? But the gimmick is locked in place. With this, because of the color and the depth of the glass, they can't see the secret inside. And even if you could see in there, they wouldn't notice anything. So that's really nice. And then this, the only time it can't be examined is, well, it is exposed, but before and after, they can look it over, they can handle it. So yeah, everything can be examined. Pocket space, no. None of this is designed to fit in your pocket. I mean, really, all of it can, but yeah, you don't want to. It's too big for that. Is it a worker, and who would use this? So I think this stuff is great for casual close-up. I wouldn't use this strolling. I mean, this stuff can be done table side and whatnot if you have, like, I've seen magicians who, carry around a small close-up bag or close-up case or even a cart that they use if they're doing table side to perform on. So if that's the case, then sure, that's great. But I'd say that this is mainly designed for like a close-up setting or even parlor, right? So if you're working in that environment, I think that all of this stuff works perfectly. So it's very reliable. It looks good, and you can do a lot with each item. So if that's your working style, then I think all of this could go into your working set and you can do some great things with them. So what's the price, and is it worth your money? So right now this is available on Kickstarter. Now the price actually surprised me a lot because everything is extremely affordable. When you consider the materials, right? Cambodian rosewood, it's a nice wood, it can't be cheap. And then the build, the design, and the quality. Everything is so good, but it's not very expensive. So the OnOff box, this will eventually retail at $70. The Hearken dice will eventually retail at $70. And the Immortal glass will eventually retail at $100. Right now on Kickstarter, you can get the OnOff box for $40, the Hearken dice for $40, and the Immortal glass for $48, right? So you're getting over half off on these, and you're getting these for almost 50% less than what they will retail at. So I think, for what you're getting, that these are extremely well priced. Honestly, I thought they would have been more. So pros and cons, positives, negatives. Because of the variety of things you can do with each individual item, and when you factor in the quality of each thing, I don't have any negatives because everything works extremely well. It's extremely easy to use, and yeah, I couldn't give any of this a negative if I wanted to, right? It does what it's supposed to. It looks good. It feels good. It handles good. You feel the quality. It doesn't feel cheap or like it will break in any way. So yeah, can't think of any negatives. I can think of a lot of positives, especially with these here. I think the routining that you can come up with on your own with these is pretty much limitless. I guess I didn't go over the tutorial, but the tutorials, they're short. I think a few minutes for each of these, and then this one's probably like 15 minutes. I can't remember. I did watch them. So with this one, there are routines included, but basically they give you some ideas, different things that you can do with this, but really get creative. It's extremely easy to use. So this one here, they go over a couple of routines. One is just straight mentalism. The rest is the card at any number type routine. And with this, I think there are 3 different routines. But yeah, again, this one, there's so many things you can do, whether it's appearances, vanishes, transpositions, penetrations, different chop cup type routines with coins. So really, sky's the limit. I would highly recommend checking these out and picking them up over on Kickstarter while they're pretty much half off. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I think TCC did a really, really good job with this second season of the Classico series. So yeah, don't really know what more to say. If I do put an individual review out for each item, it'll probably just be things from this video here that are cut and edited down just for the ease of searching specific items. But yeah, I think I've covered everything here that I was going to. So yeah, go check these out. And if you have any questions, just ask in the comment section below. With that, we'll see you at the next review.